wake up early in the morning with my mind on the money. Nigga, life ain't a joke and a damn thing funny. We were born to die, and I can feel death coming. It don't matter who you be or where you at, there's no running. That's the real shit. So I live it to the fullest, and I ride by myself and keep a gun full of bullets. And I pray hard that I don't have to kill a nigga, cause the game ain't the same. So it's hard to feel a nigga and you can't trust him, cause to make a nigga bust him, always going against the grain like a nigga can't touch him. And Lord knows I'm trying to get up out the streets, but it's kinda hard to do when them babies gotta eat. All gas, no breaks, I'm living. I'ma live it till I win, that's the plan, God willing. That's the way it is, and how a nigga gotta feel when you caught up in the struggle and you're scraping for meal. I can't lie, if it wasn't for the Lord, I'd probably fold under pressure when the times get hard. So I lean on him, and hope he show me what to do and give a nigga the blueprint to help a nigga make it through. Come on, come on.
If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God.
Got out of prison with a plot for success, but I had to trade it in for a gun and a vest, cause they don't stop between the niggas and the cops. Niggas dying every day so the shooting don't stop. And that's a sad thing to see them stretch out in the church, and the main ones crying is the ones who did the work. Got me paranoid, so I'm in the rear view when I'm at the red light trying to see who's who, cause you never know. Might be you every day wild when you get caught slipping and a nigga crash out, shooting a hollow lead, leaving your lifeless and dead, cause some old jealous nigga put a price on your head. I really thought the new gun that I bought got a 50 round clip to put a nigga in the chalk, cause it ain't a game, and it's all about survival. When the eye for and lies, how it's written in the Bible. Come on, come on, come on.
If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God, wasn't for God, wasn't for God. If it wasn't for God.